Being in a band is just like being in a relationship, except it's with 4 overly hairy people who sweat too much and smell like bad cheese. You think spending years with one person is difficult? Try spending that relationship in a van with 4 probably alcoholics. Managing a band can be dramatic, with tension building up to points that make the worst reality shows jealous. We've all heard of bands breaking up because of musical differences, drug abuse, and banging each other's wives, but that's amateur shit compared to what we're going to talk about today, as we're going to go over the 10 most insane batshit band breakups in recent history. All of these stories you're about to hear are truly insane and are guaranteed to make you reflect on your exes and go, damn, at least they weren't that bad. Don't try any of these at home, kids. So headbang the like button, stage dive onto the subscribe button, and windmill the video to your friends. And if you're a fan of the channel, consider becoming a member. Memberships only cost 99 cents a month, and each one really helps me toward my lifelong goal of creating a life-size Godzilla to invade Canada. And now for the 10 most insane band breakups. Number 10, Jane's Altercation. An oldie but a goodie, and by oldie I mean age. As prehistoric junkie rock band Jane's Addiction went viral last year and made headlines, just not for the reasons they were hoping for. Just barely into the start of their big reunion tour that was scheduled to travel the world with the band releasing new music to adoring fans, 66-year-old singer Perry Farrell decided to fuck everything up. Ever the overdressed diva, Perry showed far less interest than the rest of the fellas in reuniting, as leading up to the tour he would miss rehearsals, then show up to the concerts wasted, demanding last-minute changes, and then being a bitch when they couldn't do them. At the first couple of concerts, Farrell slogged his way through performances, sounding like the last drunk in a dive bar trying to sing the Jane's Addiction songs he'd last heard in high school.
Stop.
While fans were unaware of the backstage drama, it came hilariously spilling out into the public when, toward the end of their show in Boston, an intoxicated Perry Farrell, who sounded like shit the whole night, finally actually entertained the crowd by going over and punching guitarist Dave Navarro right in the face. Best encore ever. The deranged rock star, who's way too old for this shit, was dragged off stage where he once again punched Dave in the face. The band immediately canceled the big reunion tour, kicked Perry out of the band, and ended all future plans. So at least some good came out of it. Number 9, hardcore dickhead fakes cancer. I know, right? As if being in a hardcore band wasn't bad enough already, this particular noble influence in the scene pulled one of the scummiest deceptions on not only his band, but his fans. Late last year, Thailand's own Annalynn released a shocking update on the status of the band from the vocalist Dom, stating that he had faked a cancer diagnosis and a pity campaign, all to collect donations from sympathetic fans. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we like to call a massive shit stain. According to the band, they'd gained some publicity after vocalist Dom announced his cancer diagnosis. They'd sold fundraiser t-shirts and a charity concert was held to help afford the expensive treatments. Well, turns out that Dom the Dick was a goddamn liar who unfortunately didn't have cancer at all, but he did have a mountain of personal debt, stating, "The problems I have faced stemmed from personal financial struggles, including debts from illegal loans and poor business decisions that I failed to manage over the years. The situation escalated to the point where I couldn't see a way out, and I was placed under immense pressure, both financially and personally, which led to the mistakes I made." I've seen enough gangster movies to know what that means.
Fucking kids, gonna pay some money. You fucking cocksucker. You hear me? Pay me my money.
Both the band and dickhead Dom clarified that Dom fully acted on his own and the rest of the band were completely unaware of his actions, and it was only by them pressing him about his diagnosis that the truth was eventually revealed. Annalynn immediately ceased all activity, with the members being devastated at such a stupid ending. All we can do now is hope that dickhead Dom does actually get cancer one day. Number 8, Gooner guitarist ends band with OnlyFans. Everything about what I just said makes me hate this generation. Just last month, rising hardcore band Gel released a surprise statement announcing the sudden, immediate end of the band due to their guitarist's creepy extracurricular activities. According to the band, guitarist Anthony Webster had secretly committed a host of atrociously retarded acts against the band, including stealing tens of thousands of dollars from the band to spend on personal items, food orders, and a quote, truly unbelievable number of OnlyFans purchases and mysterious Cash App transactions, likely in the same lane. What kind of a fucking idiot pays for porn? Everybody point and laugh at this man.
Move this man!
But that's not all. Anthony Weirdo here had also secretly taken and uploaded nude photos of the band members online without any of them knowing about it.
Really?
Why did this man need more nudes if he'd already spent the band's entire career on OnlyFans? What the fuck? Make gooning illegal. The band also said, quote, he put us in physically dangerous situations numerous times, from talking shit on the band Twitter and getting our van window smashed in with a baseball bat, to regularly driving erratically like a psychopath because he was, quote, upset for, again, who knows what reason. Oh yeah, he wouldn't let anyone else drive either, by the way, so we just had to deal with it, and throwing things at us because he's a little fucking baby and can't handle himself like an adult. It was always the same with him. I feel like back in the 70s and 80s, they would have just thrown him out of the van.
Now, stupid, you dirty sheep fucker!
This story sucks for the members because the band was really growing. They had just been announced to tour with Volbeat and Spiritbox, both big bands. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, it all comes crashing down because the guitarist was a fucking weirdo. Number 7, Puddle of Drugs. Here's one many music fans have been watching since basically the dawn of the internet. Puddle of Mudd were a 90s one-hit wonder band that gained big publicity in a time when most vanilla rockers wanted to hear something slow and sad while chugging a Bud Light. But in the current timeline, they're known entirely for their vocalist Wes Scantlin being completely mentally batshit, to the point of leading band members to quit on stage during shows.
Alright, your band, Puddle of Mudd,
Fuck you,
I
Wes!
thought was my band,
Fuck you, Wes! Fuck
has
you!
quit
Fuck
on
you,
me
Wes! Fuck you! Fuck you,
and
Wes!
stopped
Fuck you!
playing with me.
Fuck you! Fuck you, Wes!
Is that not a surprise?
Fuck you!
Wes has been the only remaining member of the band for a long time now, and when he isn't boring the audience with his shitty playing, he does provide entertainment by going on completely unhinged rants like he's a local resident of Skid Row. During concerts, Wes has berated an audience member for, stealing his house.
This motherfucker stole my fucking house. Yeah, or else he wouldn't be like fucking drilling his fucking head. You stole my fucking house, man.
Today, Wes enjoys spending his free time by getting arrested again pretty much every time I hit refresh on my browser. His hobbies include assault, domestic abuse, drug abuse, accusing other people of drugging him.
I suck, and I suck, but I was roofied. So
It was roofied, it wasn't Wes's fault,
my old bass player Sean Salmon roofied me last night.
and he's on his A game
So he
today.
can go f*** his ass.
He's gonna do a great show. The next show we're gonna be at. Love you.
Always remember, kids, be a bud, not a puddle of mud. Number 6, Funny Phony Threatin. A lot of people watching this video right now heard that name and just went, oh my god, I remember that. In the year 2018, one of the funniest self-inflicted fuck-ups in all of metal history occurred, all thanks to one weird wannabe rock star, Jared Threatin. This conning court jester managed to fake his way to booking a whole-ass European tour for his band. He created a fake record label. He had bought fake followers and bots on Facebook. He pretended to be the booking agent for the band. Funniest of all, he created fake live footage to trick concert promoters into thinking he had a fan base. Promo videos of the band would show an audience and then the band, but never both at the same time. Once he actually had booked shows, he lied to the promoters, telling them the shows were sold out and I guess just hoped they wouldn't notice. The Underworld in London made a public post saying the, quote, band promoter claimed to have sold 291 tickets only for 3 people to show up. Word quickly spread online of this hilarious situation, and while Jared tried to just continue as if nothing weird was happening, his band members who had been hired for the tour quickly realized what was happening and bailed immediately. One of them even successfully sued Jared and won over lost wages over being conned into thinking he was joining a successful tour. Nice. Jared, when people say fake it till you make it, that's not what they mean.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready? Ready!
Jared has recently surfaced again, having launched another grift where he's supposedly dying, yet was able to make a shitty pop song at the same time. If Fire Festival were a person, it would be him. Number 5, the forced trans fiasco. This one might not be number 1 on this list, but it is by far the funniest. Early last year, hardcore band, why is it mostly hardcore bands? Llorona got way more publicity than they'd ever hoped for, when one day, they just nonchalantly posted the most insane band statement of all time. Imagine, one day you're just casually scrolling on Instagram, sitting on your toilet, looking at cats and memes, when you come across a statement that reads, "We have decided to part ways with our vocalist Diego due to admission of very disturbing and concerning behavior towards one of our band members and their partner." That is putting it extremely lightly. He has admitted to being obsessed with said partner and has been attempting to sabotage their relationship by, wait for it, cutting pre-workout he frequently gifts from his job with high amounts of estrogen in them. He has been attempting to force a transition onto him for the last 5 months and hopes that it would give him the opportunity to swoop in once he looked stronger and more manly in comparison. Stupid caveman mindset that makes zero sense. It's worse than that. This tampering has caused confusion and thousands of dollars in medical bills the past months trying to figure out what's wrong. I do feel bad for the person, but dude, we would not know any of this unless Diego had gotten way too intoxicated and ousted himself, and then stated an admission to all of this via text. There are many more disgusting details that have been left out for the sake of privacy and general censorship. As for Diego's response, it cannot be further from the truth on the supplement side of things. The only sealed products he would provide were proteins, but the other products were always unsealed because they were tossed at his job if they couldn't sell it, hence why it was free. He also has easy access to steroids and hormones because of his gym practices. I am going to be seeing an endocrinologist over the next few months to track my hormonal fluctuation to see if my estrogen levels are extremely heightened and go back to normal over time. I have had physical changes from the hormones besides stomach ulcers, weight loss, and muscle fatigue that I will not get into, as well as notable mental changes. I will also be getting the last batch of pre-workout he gave me tested for estrogen. Just throw it away! He will not pass off what he admitted to as a joke or confusion even in his state of drunkenness. What he did is disgusting and has had immense negative effect on my life. Now, I gotta say, that is one creative way to ruin someone's relationship. What kind of a fucked up fantasy fairy tale is this? I'll give him a potion to turn him into a little bitch boy, and then I'll swoop in and steal her, my pretty. Most guys would just create lies or simply duel the guy to the death. This motherfucker decided to go full Dr. Frankenstein. What was the plan here? One day the lady would wake up and go, "Honey, I love you. We've had a great relationship, but unfortunately you have bitch tits." The fucking psychopath was immediately booted from the band, and once the story went super viral, the band broke up entirely. Can't say I blame them, honestly. As for Diego, that shit is weird. Whatever happened to him? Can we deport him? Number 4, The Inglorious Entrapment. On January 6, 2021, American TV sets were fixated on a little gathering in Washington, D.C. that seemed to get just a tad bit out of hand. Protesters, rioters, hostile actors, police, undercover feds, and citizens were engaged in a stupid cosplay of confusion that was portrayed on TV as an insurrection.
Thank you, officers. God bless you guys. Thank you for your patience. We really appreciate it.
No matter your personal feelings on the situation of that day, I think we can all agree that it was retarded. But one of the most shocking moments was when pictures of the people involved started going around, and metalheads quickly went,
"Wait a minute."
Right in the middle of the action was none other than Iced Earth guitarist and founder Jon Schaffer, a figure very easily recognizable to power metal fans. Schaffer was seen in multiple pictures, seemingly shouting at police, pointing his finger menacingly, and apparently was walking around with a can of bear mace. That one's a bad look. Many metalheads instantly rushed to the FBI hotline to try to cash in information on Schaffer, and in the following days, Jon turned himself into police. All of the other members of Iced Earth immediately quit the band, as did his bandmate in Demons and Wizards, Hansi Kirsch. Many metalheads labeled Jon a traitor and destroyed their Iced Earth memorabilia, and Jon served several months in prison before recently being released with a 3-year probation. Not my most recommended way to get inspiration for an album, I gotta say.
I thought this was America. Huh? Isn't this America? I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
Number 3, As Tim Stays Lying. Gather around, everyone, and let me tell you the tale of Tiny Tim Lambesis. Tiny Tim is the main man of the metalcore group As I Lay Dying, a very popular, influential group in the mid-2000s that I always thought were shit. Well, the band has certainly left a lasting legacy, as pretty much everyone knows that in 2013, Tiny Tim was arrested for attempting to hire a hitman to murder his wife. According to reports, Tim had tried to inquire about hiring an assassin while in his gym locker room and was completely flabbergasted when that didn't work out. Tim eventually did find someone interested and confirmed that he wanted her taken out and handed over an envelope of cash to what turned out to be an undercover cop. The band broke up as Tim was sentenced to 6 years in jail. But wait, there's more! After his prison sentence, Tiny Tim reformed the band, with the other members and fans all hoping for a positive redemption arc and a good second chance for Tim.
Wrong.
Come 2022, band members were dropping like flies, all leaving vague reasonings like, due to internal issues. Tim made excuses to cover all of their sudden departures and recruited new members. And then, just 2 years later, all of those members quickly deserted him, stating the same vague reasons. This left the entire metal world thinking, well, what do you do now? When leaked videos began to surface online of Tiny Tim being an uncontrollable, abusive baby douche nozzle to his new wife and dog even. I don't know about you guys, but I was just absolutely shocked to find out a guy who tried to kill his wife was being abusive to his wife.
No way.
Even worse was, before any of these leaked, Tim had written and posted a letter pretending to be from his wife, denying all allegations, which read very much like a lawyer had wrote it, which she eventually took down to reveal the actual truth. Tim is currently sitting alone, wifeless once again, blaming everyone but himself, as to this very day he has refused to take any responsibility.
Loser.
Number 2, oh lord. Sorry to inform you all that the last 2 on this list are less funny and more just fucked up and gross. It would be a good time to start warming up your wood chippers. In 2023, Australian heavy metal band Lord seemed to just vanish from the internet entirely. All social media stopped with no word of nothing until last year, when 2 of the members released a very ominous statement. On October 7th, 2023, we were made aware of some deeply concerning information regarding a criminal matter. Due to the sensitivity of the situation, and in an effort to protect innocent parties involved, we have been unable to provide any commentary. However, now the legal process around this matter has come to an end, and though we are legally unable to delve into many details, we are able to share this statement. Upon being informed of the criminal matter in October 2023, we made the decision that Lord was finished. All new music, which was completed originally scheduled for release in 23 and 24, will no longer be released. released. All merchandise was removed in October 23, though a limited online presence remained as we were obligated to refrain from bringing attention to a situation we were legally unable to discuss. We understand the decision to end Lord will come as an immense disappointment to some, but this course of action has not been taken lightly, as there is simply no way the band can continue given what has occurred. Given the severity of the situation and the legal restrictions on what we can say, we are left with little ability to appropriately and safely articulate our thoughts and feelings or to comment any further. We know that many of you will have questions and things to say, but due to the sensitivity of the matter and the well-being of those impacted, we do ask that the privacy of all family, friends, and members of the band is respected. We'd like to express our sincerest and most heartfelt appreciation to those who gave their unwavering support to us over the years. We will always cherish taking the journey with you and the many friendships we made, Andy and Mark. Noticeably leaving out vocalist Tim, who seemed to disappear entirely from the internet in October 2023. The extreme vagueness here is due to Australia's very strict privacy laws to protect victims, which, fair enough, but it is strongly suspected that this is the guy and that he was arrested for grooming and grotesque shit with his own daughter. Again, it has not been confirmed that this story is him, but it is very strongly suspected. Either way, ew, fuck that guy.
You want to explain yourself?
And speaking of ew, number 1 on this list goes to the worst of the worst, one of the most disgusting subhuman cretins of all time. Number 1, Lost PDF Files. The Lostprophets were a Welsh rock band who gained massive popularity in the MySpace and eyeliner days. In a music scene that was overpopulated with predators, the world would soon be shocked to discover this band's backstage secrets. Lostprophets frontman and inspiration for the wood chipper, Ian Watkins, was arrested and revealed to be one of the most grotesque child predators in modern times. That is seriously not an exaggeration. This guy made Subway Jared look like a Buddhist monk. He would use his rock star fame to groom young, stupid, and evil moms into letting him abuse their children. He would regularly drug and sexually abuse underage girls backstage at their concerts, was in possession of extremely illegal photos of children and animals, and even drugged and attempted to abuse a 1-year-old baby boy. See what I mean? When the police unlocked his computer, the password read this. Gross.
Hey, shoot that guy.
Needless to say, the band was immediately over, with the other members distancing themselves, claiming they had no idea that their frontman was emo rock's Diddy the entire time. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Watkins was sentenced to 35 years in prison, which is far too good for him. I think he should be crucified. Naked. Upside down, while his body is covered in fire ants with rabies. But there is just a little smidgen of good news out of this horrific story, as just last year, Ian was taken hostage and stabbed multiple times by other prisoners. Yay! Sadly, he survived. You can tell this is not an American prison because he's still alive. Oh well, better luck next time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my list of the top 10 craziest band breakups. Hopefully none of you ever experience anything as insane as these morons, but if you do have a story like this, be sure to comment it down below. And guys, no matter what drama or stress comes up with your band members, just remember that no matter what, you can't trick them into transitioning just to steal their girlfriend. I'm sorry, it's weird. For more from me, check out my band Dark Insanity. You can find us on Instagram, on Spotify, on all of the streaming platforms, on Bandcamp as well. We have our EP Rabid Psychosis out now. Later this week on April 11th, we will be performing at the Rainbow Bar and Grill in Hollywood, California. It's a free show, so come hang out. We've got Wyatt's Metal and Dark Insanity merch available now in my shop. We've also got hoodies, hats, buttons, stickers. We even have Dark Insanity weed bags. Link is in the description of this video. Anyway, that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next video.